Good afternoon from Europe, good morning, good evening guys, whatever you are. 3rd of December 2020, Piotr here, this is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. US cash market is open for more than, for almost 1 hour. Dollar sell-off, continuation, that's what we have right here, right now, even with the 10 years T-notes yields going higher. Well, that's quite a surprise for me, and at the same time it's very painful as my medium and long-term dollar exposure is on the verge of the huge loss breakdown and stuff like this. We'll see. That's I'm going to monitor from the daily and tomorrow from the weekly close perspective. I'm going to update about this short-term dollar. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. The levels we were discussing from the long perspective on euro dollar still valid, right? We haven't seen a retest of the 1980, these levels over here. We haven't seen this. We went straight higher, so at some point I do expect a little bit faster correction, but for now it's just gonna be only correction in my opinion. Very similar situation on the cable, where the bulls are consuming the good Brexit negotiations outcome. Well, I don't know. It's like the rabbit from the hat. Could be. Why not? This type of the price action, as we discussed yesterday, finally the range trading been broken. Right now the top of that old range close to 33.80, and then again half of that 33.50. That's two levels where you may try to from the intraday perspective try to trade longs. I'm monitoring my medium and long-term dollar exposure. I'm not that happy, on the verge of the big breakdown and big loss, but there are plenty of different things going on the market, and well, the things we have right now is OPEC Plus meeting. Discussion is going on right now. The increase of the oil production finally looks like, based on the Wall Street Journal rumors, finally agreed. The question is about how big the increase is going to be. It's worth to monitor 45.75 from the oil perspective when it comes to the downside, and if you are a buyer, then you are looking for 43.40 as the first possible demand level if you wanna see some upside on the oil, right? And then you can translate the price action on the oil, you can translate into the Canadian dollar. Now, with the Canadian dollar, I'm looking to sell Canadian dollar with euro, right? Nice breakout to the upside yesterday, right? Of course, it's all about the price action today, a little bit of the upper shadow, but these highs over here as the first buying opportunity when it comes to the long side. We will see. I think that's gonna be when we are trying to translate into the intraday price action, right? Levels close to 56.50, but cannot be ruled out a little bit deeper pullback. And if we are going to see that with some lower shadow towards 56.30, that's another level where you might try to look for buying opportunity. What we are talking about when it comes to the upside, what kind of the level we are looking for? Well, at least I'm looking for levels close to 58, right? With this high over here to be liquidity zone, all right? So market is going to hit that, and with stop count towards 58, That's what I'm gonna to look for. That's number one. Number two, with the Canadian dollar is the CAD yen, as we are testing very significant 80-50 level, and we were discussing this zone quite a few times already. All right, so that's what we have when it comes to the left side. Plenty of levels when we were there quite few times, right? So I'm looking to fade any kind of the rally. Unfortunately, we haven't seen yesterday the rally big enough to hit 81, right, to leave the upper shadow, but yesterday upper shadow was enough from the bear's perspective to try to push the prices lower. I'm going to check the intraday, and it's quite easy to try to monitor these three lower shadows over here as a possible supply. So levels close to 80, 75, 80, 85 when it comes to the Canadian versus Japanese yen. Finally, dollar yen, big breakdown. Well, looks like from the daily chart perspective, this time it's like the real game changer, right? Unless something is going to change towards the end of the day. Well, we've seen plenty of data over the course of the day, and that's another reason why I'm so surprised dollar is losing the ground in that way, because the PMI in Europe was weak, the PMI in UK was weak. Unemployment claims, weekly jobless claims was much better ahead of the non-farm payrolls. The final services PMI, ISM services PMI out of the US in line and better. So overall, everything towards the better US data, but unfortunately, no, dollar is not reacting, and that's why I'm on the verge of the big breakdown. What's ahead? I'm watching this oil developments, and tomorrow we do have a non-farm payrolls day, so it's very important because the if you do remember, the ISM sub index related to the employment was weak, so that's a tricky thing. Also, we've seen on Wednesday, right? We've seen weaker ADP. Okay, well, the question is if tomorrow's data, non-farm payrolls, if it's going to totally kill the dollar towards the end of the week, or we are going to see any kind of the profit taking. We will see. We will see. So OPEC news related to the oil and Canadian dollar. That's number one I'm watching today. Any kind of the Brexit rumor related to the pound, as pound is getting stronger across the board. Well, that's how the things looks like. And and yields, but the yields are not translating, higher yields are not translating into the stronger dollar, at least not for now. With that being said, I'm looking to sell oil. I'm looking to sell Canadian dollar versus yen and euro. With that being said, have a great rest of the day and see you around, guys. Take care. Goodbye.